Hi, this is Christine Clark, the coach for your entrepreneurial life. I want to share. I have had a song in my head for some time now, and just want to bring in some perspectives. Back in the 80s, a movie was made called Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Tina Turner and Mel Gibson. I'm dating myself. But Tina has has a song, We Don't Need Another Hero. And it is so rich and so poignant and has been in my head. And in the movie, Thunderdome was a fight cage. I never associated Thunderdome with a fight cage. In my mind, Thunderdome was always that barren wasteland, the struggle for survival, the just the tension and stress and what was in, which is the period of time after a nuclear holocaust. And I don't think that was ever actually said in the at all. But that's what my thought was. And so when I was thinking of Thunderdome as this barren place, this place of struggle, this place of lack of resources, and I thought, where there are places in our lives that are Thunderdome places, where there's a little bit of a wasteland. Grief is one of those where you've lost something that's precious, something that's loved, and that pain, that hurt. Grief is a Thunderdome place. Stress, anxiety, when we're so wound up and living in tension. Overwhelm, one of those where the idea of something that you want is so big you shut down, you can't function, can't make a step forward, or there is so much happening, like a domino effect of this bad thing, then this bad thing, then this bad thing, and then this bad thing, and we get into this overwhelm, because the car broke down, and then the kid fell down and hurt himself, and then then the sewer backed up, and all these things. And that can be a place of Thunderdome. When we have doubt, when that sits with us, comes and visits, and we're unsure of our next step, we're unsure what to do, we don't trust what's going to happen when we doubt. And there's a line in the song that Tina sings. It says, and I wonder if we're ever going to change, living under the fear until nothing else remains. And when I think of that, I can feel it right here. And I think, the Thunderdome of fear is the biggie. When we are not speaking up to share our thoughts, our ideas, our opinions because we're afraid of judgment, when we don't speak our needs, our wants, our desires because we don't want to be a burden. That fear is huge. It's holding us back. It's keeping us down. Stepping outside the comfort zone to do something different, to have something different, frightening, scary. Where there's the fear of rejection. As you attempt to build something, whether it's in athletics, whether it's in business, even in life and relationships, the fear of failing. What if I try and it doesn't work? And then there's this piece where you've been trying and you don't seem to be getting traction, or you find yourself back in the same place you were, and you're in this vortex, and fear sets in because it's like, I wonder if it's ever going to change. Am I going to sit here until there's nothing left and I can't get out? And then what the emotional costs are of these Thunderdome areas, to your confidence, to your spirit, to your soul. So I'm sure you've got some of your own ideas about what Thunderdome would look like, and I'd love to hear those. And then I have the refrain in there. It says, we don't need another hero. We don't need another way home. All we need is something beyond the Thunderdome. And that is so true. We don't need another hero. We don't need somebody to come in and rescue us. The hero's the enabler. If you're walking down a back alley and Clark Kent shows up and he turns into Superman and rescues you from the thugs or the people that are, coming at you, that's kind of cool, but it doesn't teach you to not walk down the back alleys. You don't need somebody to come and pick up the pieces. You don't need somebody to fix it, to make it all better, to pat you on the head and send you on your way. Don't give the kid the candy bar to stop him from crying. When we as humans want to help fix, change, save somebody from what they're going through, really we shortchange them. The hero doesn't allow us to learn from our mistakes, to make better choices. And that is an essential part for the human spirit to grow, to learn their own tenacity, to confirm their own strengths, to be able to stand up and get up on their own, is so necessary. And we don't, especially when we're in these areas of this Thunderdome, whatever it is, don't need somebody to come along and rescue you, because that's not going to help. Might be nice, it's temporary, makes you feel good, someone else cares. I don't have to, I made my pile of shit, now I don't have to, actually take care of that pile of shit. I don't have to clean up my own mess. And it might feel good short term, but in the long term, it shortchanges us from the lessons we're meant to learn, from the strength we're meant to gain. And we don't need to find a way home. Now, in the movie, you can't go back home because there is no home there. And mentally, emotionally, you can't go back to where you were before because you're not the same person. So you don't need a way home. So all you really need is something next, something beyond the Thunderdome. All we really need is that one action, the one step, one piece to get us a step closer. Because the truth is, nobody goes from being in this place of struggle, in this place of depression, in this place of fear, and then magically leapfrogs to that plateau of sunshine and possibility and breath and energy and everything falling into place. That just isn't reality. You have to get there a step at a time. So all you really need is something beyond where you're at right now. And that's, that speaks the truth to me. So just a piece you can rely on, something to help you begin to turn towards love and compassion, away from where you've been. So those are my thoughts on Tina Turner Thunderdome. Christine Clark, Sunglow Transformation, and put your comments below, like the page. I'd be love to hear from you and what your thoughts are.
Out of the ruins, out from the wreckage, We are the ones they left behind. And I wonder when we are ever gonna change. Living under the fear till nothing else remains. We don't need another hero. We don't need to know the way home. All we want is life beyond the Thunderdome. Looking for something we can rely on. There's got to be something better out there. Love and compassion. That day is coming. All else are castles built in the air.